used to rap. So.
Oh man, I might have. You see, I got the beat playing. I might have him drop something in here. Exclusive. Exclusive.
If you're not with the gang, what the is you doing? Week one.
Gang. Long as you fuck with the gang. Gang. Everything gon' be okay. If you see us coming and walking your way, you best say what up to the gang. If you got a problem, then we on the way. Don't nobody fuck with the gang. Gang. Long as you fuck with the gang. Everything gon' be okay. If you see us coming and walking your way, you best say what up to the gang. If you got a problem, then we on the way. Don't nobody fuck with the gang. I'm with the G-A-N-G, my nigga Shell, TMNT, we blowing up like TNT. We hit the top, no calling my phone. You'll get dial tones and AT&T. Pretty blue skies is all I can see. You with the gang, you get it for free. Ain't no disguise, just me and the guys until I D-I-E, watch me get fancy. My girl a Bentley, your girl a Camry. That ain't a candy, that's just a Cammy. We don't need candy, ain't nothing sweet. I got a space on the top shelf next to my granny, that's for my Grammys. I feel like Penny, how my family proud. Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Oh man.
I'll destroy your entire platform.
Nah. Nah, you was terrible? What you mean? Was this bad?
No. But like it's been a long time too. You know,
Nah, you got it, bro. It ain't nothing. It's like learning how to ride a bike. You never forget. Oh, man. We get us in here like this.
Where's the baseball bat? Hey, it's hip hop.
I hope it wasn't like that. What? Ooh. Man. So it's here what we a part of right now. This is the Qualified to Motivate podcast, man. So everybody that I like to bring on here, I always like to ask them just to get a general sense of where your mind is. What do you think makes you qualified to motivate people out there?
Ooh. All right, so that's a good question. I mean, if I answer it honestly,
yeah,
I'll let you know off the bat. I come in with a realistic, like, sort of outlook on things. So I don't know personally if I would say I'm qualified. I think that's up to people to decide if they want to come to me for advice or for motivation, for inspiration.
I gotta stop you right there, Playboy. Let me tell you something, man. It's the beauty of the show, man. Everybody's qualified to motivate.
Exactly.
Everybody,
yeah.
you know, like, and it doesn't have to necessarily be something super grand or nothing crazy like that. Just what do you know? Some people can see you doing what you're doing in your profession or even in your personal life that they can see and be like, oh man, yeah, he doing the right thing.
Yeah, exactly. And that was kind of like, that was what I was gonna get to. But yeah, like for me, it's a lot of experience. Like I started in my career almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I didn't go to school for this. I'm a high school dropout.
Self-made, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know? So I started at 20 just in the billing department of a print company and then just learned print, learned design, learned photography. Through that, started, a company. And, officially it's almost 2 years almost going.
Man, congratulations, bro.
Yeah. So, in that instance, I think just through that experience, probably maybe the most qualified right there.
I can vibe with that. Man, so we ain't even introduced you yet, man. We're getting too deep already on him. Nah, man, got my man in here today. Good guy, real good guy.
That's what my mom and my wife says.
Good, that's good stuff. I've heard good things, man. Ricardo Tejeda, man. I just want to let you introduce yourself and let everybody know what you do.
Yeah, so like Dante said, my name's Ricardo Tejeda, owner and operator of Show and Tell Creative. It is a creative agency specializing in graphic design, photography, and print. And to boil it down even more, it's editorial, print design, branding, and event, portrait, lifestyle photography. Check out my website, showandtellcreative.com. That's tell, T-A-L-E, creative.com, all spelled out.
Yeah, man. You got a dope site.
Thank you.
I was just checking it out today. Well, I knew you was I remember when we was setting up the the interview. I knew you was into the photography and the graphic design. So I'm gonna save that one. I want to get into the writing, man. I seen you got some pretty deep stuff on there, bro. You ain't just writing about what you taking pictures of, bro. You really putting some stuff down. What got you started in writing?
So growing up, both of my parents are huge readers. I would read most of my mom's books. My dad like reads a lot of different things and like in a lot of different languages. Like he knows a lot of languages, so like stuff that I couldn't read. But through that, like I always used to write really horrible short stories as a kid, like being in 4th grade, 3rd grade, or whatever. Then that turned into writing really bad poetry. That turned into rap, and you know, for about 10 years, like from like seriously from like 17, 18 up until about 29, I was making rap music, and like the part of it that I always enjoyed was writing. Like that was the part that I took the most serious. It's just been something that I've always enjoyed to do. It's something that, you know, people be hitting me up now for like to write stories for them now.
Yeah, bro, that's hard.
Yeah.
I feel you, man. I actually like that because that's a little interest that I share too, man. I kind of did the same thing. Wrote a lot of just bad short stories in elementary school and stuff, and then got into high school and met a teacher who really like showed me, like, it was a creative writing class in high school, and then he kind of showed me like, hey man, like you're kind of good at this or whatever. But I didn't really, at the time it was like poetry in that class, so it's like I thought that was all writing was, and I didn't really like poetry that much. I could do it, like write it, but I didn't really like enjoy it. And then years later, I kind of figured out what kind of writing I like to do. You know, your boy, and started doing some stand up. So I like doing writing jokes and sketches, screenplays, stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. That's bringing back a memory because I browsed y'all's website and y'all's Instagram, and I feel like, especially on the Instagram, there's clips where y'all are talking about that, or maybe you're talking about. It's jogging a memory.
Yeah.
That's what's
up. Just
up.
started getting into it. I started doing stand up like 3 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going
around Asheville, doing it different places.
Nice.
Trying to get out there, see where it goes. Dude, I like writing though. It's fun.
It is fun, man. It's fun. It's I think, you know, for me, the part that really brings it back to me is because like I don't rap anymore, so that's a way to sort of just like flex that muscle.
Yeah.
But also it's just a way to like process thoughts and really sit down and think about it and formulate them and dissect them and see like, yo, is this like what I'm thinking? Is it actually correct? How easily can I break it down?
Yeah.
And then like, you know, it just reinforces some things or put some stuff to the side.
For your writing process, do you like to you do the pen and paper, or you on the computer, or how do you like to do it?
Yeah, it's
like
so
that initial, I guess that, of course you gotta take it to the computer, but like that initial, I guess, thought.
It's honestly like it's a lot of repetitive like talk in my head. Like I talk to myself a lot.
Most writers do.
Yeah, and that's how I start to formulate and like outline ideas, and then I just jump on the computer. I write and I'll edit down. I usually will like sit on it for a night or two and just come back to it. Yeah.
I think one of the things I hate about writing sometimes is like or I guess it's not hate it because it helps, but you write something and you come back to a couple days later, you get to read and you're like, oh, this is junk. This is bad. I don't even know why I started this.
Yeah, and that's why I sit on stuff.
Yeah.
And that's honestly like, man, that's also why I like writing, right? Like,
yeah.
Because it just forces you. There's been times where I put stuff on the internet, I look back like or think about some stuff that I said like not even that long ago. It's just like, oh, I didn't really think about this.
Yeah.
Like
I'm glad it never went. I'm glad I never put that nowhere.
Yeah. So now it's just like write that.
Man, where are you from originally?
Originally, I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Hey.
Was born and raised there.
Nice.
And been in Asheville for 10 years, February.
Okay. A Florida North Kakalaki boy. All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we invaded, man. We came through.
Yeah. Florida definitely pulled up to North Carolina. I stay up out the way some more up that way.
Yeah.
So I get to see a lot of Floridians up there.
Yeah, man. The license plates are plentiful.
Oh yeah,
for Florida.
I've seseen them. They having a rough time navigating these curvy roads, boy. I seen a couple. I seen two in one day. Like I live like where I work at. I got to go up a mountain like that, 2-lane, mountain. And then one day I seen two of them, both Florida tags. They had I mean, they was fine, but like the car.
I'm gonna say it must have been Central or North Florida. That wasn't South Florida. Our highways were definitely prepared for defensive driving.
Oh yeah, y'all are moving. I've been to Fort Lauderdale one time.
Okay.
One time, and we drove down there. So
Okay.
it was about 13 hours. And I went down in the middle of the summer too with no AC. I don't know what I was thinking,
my
boy. We was
God.
cooking in that car, boy.
Yeah.
God. But man, I remember I went past the state trooper. I think I was going like 90, 88 or 90, and he didn't even budge. And I got worried when I went past him. But man, they moving down. That's the average speed.
Dude, yeah, yeah, man. It's crazy, man. I've seen some crazy things on the road in South Florida.
Man, so
But-
what was some of your favorite times though down there in Florida?
Ooh, definitely growing up. I really enjoyed growing up, where I grew up, how I grew up.
Which I used to get into down there in Fort Lauderdale.
I mean, just like normal everyday stuff. Like I grew up like kind of like first, like, you know, like we grew up a little poor, like, and it was pretty known that we were poor, and then we grew up like in quote unquote hood.
Yeah.
So
At least in
like,
the hood, everybody broke though.
Yeah.
You know
So
what
it
I'm
was just
saying?
like normal stuff, man. Like one of the homies had a Super Nintendo, so that was where everybody congregated.
Yeah,
at,
that's
played
how it was,
football on
yeah.
the road. You know, I got an older brother who's like 6.5 years older than me, so it's like a lot of tag along.
Yeah.
Doing whatever he did, and yeah, just general like random fun.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What you think sparked that? Sparked it. Well, I guess which one did you get into first, photography or graphic design?
It was graphic design first.
Gotcha. What got you into that?
Honestly, at the time, I got a job at a print company in the billing department when I was 20 because my homie worked there. He said they give like raises regularly. Started off like, this is 2005, so it was $8 an hour.
You lit.
Yeah.
I was making $8 an hour like my second job. That's
Yeah.
2016, 2015.
Damn,
so
really?
I mean $8, that's live back
yeah.
then. You live action.
We were good. It was before the 2008 crisis. And like at the time I was rapping, so I needed, you know, I was like, okay, if I could get a discount on print material or design work,
Yeah.
like let's do it. And then I just like, I took to it. Someone there, like one of the managers was like, yo, you work hard. I'm going to teach you this stuff. Started to show me pre-flight,
That's
which
what's up.
was kind of like, you need to know these programs. So you need to know Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, things of that nature. At the time, Quark we were using, the old program no one uses anymore.
I was gonna say I didn't even know. I ain't
Yeah,
heard of
yeah,
that
it's a
one.
very old print production program.
Got you.
But yeah, and then after that, like learn pre-press, and through that, being able to see every job that came in gave me sort of the eye for like what I liked and didn't like. Started designing, and yeah, been doing. I would say, call myself a graphic designer for, if I've been here for 10 years, say for about 13, 14 years,
That's
I
good
would
work,
safely
man.
call
That's good
myself.
hard work. Congratulations, man. That's
Thank
what's
you.
up.
Thank
It's
you.
always good to see somebody have a passion or a craft and then really stick with it.
Yeah.
Love it. That's what we have people on here for this show for. What was you like getting into the graphic designs? Like, what was you going about creating at first?
Really horrible poster work. Every designer starts off terrible. It was terrible.
Garbage stuff. I be
Dude.
doing our little like YouTube thumbnails and stuff
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
Canva. First started out and terrible.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
it's getting better now. I ain't nice, but
I will say
terrible.
to everyone who wants to be a graphic designer, just understand it's a journey. You're gonna suck at
Just
first.
like anything else.
Yeah, and you're gonna think that you're the best for doing what you did, and that's a really good accomplishment. Pat yourself on the back.
Yeah.
To finish something is great, but understand it's a journey. You're gonna suck at first. Just keep at it. It took me maybe like 6 years to comfortably be like, I'm a good graphic designer. Like I'm getting decent
Yeah.
to good. Yeah. It takes a while.
I met this guy, this comedian, and he was like, I think it applies to anything that people are trying to do. Like one thing that they're trying to do long term. He was like, it takes what's he say? Yeah, he said it takes 5 years to do it, 5 years to use it, 5 years to lose it. That's what he was. I mean, he was saying that about comedy, but I
Yeah.
feel like that just applies like the first two parts anyway. Like anytime you're doing something, creating something, it's like them first 5 years, you're doing it, but you don't really know what you're doing. You're just doing it to get the experience and learn. And then that, like you said, 5, 6 years, that's when you can kind of be like, you know, I put this on my resume. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I actually do this.
Yeah, exactly.
That's hard, bro.
Yeah, and that's interesting. The 5 years to lose it. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder what. Do you know?
I mean, I would like, as far as applying it to general stuff, no, but like comedy, he was saying like 5 years to learn how to do 5 years to learn how to do stand up comedy, like just getting used to it, I guess, and then doing it, and then 5 years if you're a professional comedian now, I need to get booked, I need to acting lessons or whatever, you know, and then 5 to lose it. That's whenever you get you in your big dog status, like you really doing it, you're well known, this and this and that. But now it's when the ego comes in, your head
Gotcha.
might get big, might fall into drugs, alcohol. You might, you know, that
Gotcha. Yeah,
5
yeah,
years to
yeah.
lose it. You know, you can go power crazy, or you can, you know,
yeah.
or you can just get lazy and complacent, let it pass you by.
That's what I was thinking. That's
Yeah.
what I was like, because that will hold true to like anything, to photography,
sure.
to design. Like if
For
you're
sure.
not building the skills and practicing
That's
and studying,
and
like,
you gotta
you're gonna-
keep it. You gotta keep it going, like a repetition, no matter what it is. You gotta keep it going.
You better be excellent at the thing that you do, or you're gonna fall behind.
Bad. What got you into the? I guess I mean, those kind of play hand in hand. Graphic design, photography. When did you start going the other way into the photography?
Shortly before I moved here, so about 2012, give or take. And that was just a vehicle, honestly, just out of necessity as a designer. It's expensive to pay for stock photography.
I've been peeping that lately.
Yeah, and like especially at the time, like when went that was the thing. Like
Yeah,
stock
yeah.
photography, like dude, it was expensive. Like, so that was really the catalyst for that. And then once that was 2012, I broke the camera that I had at the time. Like, yeah, it was a cheap Nikon Coolpix, but at the time, I was like, oh man, okay. And then after we moved here, that first year, 2014 Christmas, my wife got me a small point and shoot Panasonic. Fell in love with it. Really learned through landscape photography and just being out here. And then just like I've been doing it ever since. And it's just sort of like taking on a life of its own outside of the design realm too.
That's hard, bro. And I caught something in there that we gotta talk about. You say your wife still happy with your wife?
Yeah.
That's what's up. I wanted to ask you about like how has that helped you in your. I always like to ask people who have a lady or significant other in their life, how has that helped your career? How's it having that stability?
Yeah. She's great. She's great. Come from similar sort of like at least economic levels.
Yeah.
She grew up poor, just hard workers, like, and when we first met, like, it's kind of a broke boy, like riding my bike everywhere, taking a bus everywhere, doing all sorts of stuff, just going to the job. And she would drive me around. Like, she would take me to work. I used to work night shift. She would take me to work at like, 6 p.m., pick me up at like midnight. But moving here, when I really started to focus is when we moved here. She really pushed it. She really pushed me to do it. And one of the key things is being able to start the company and like leave my full-time job, do this full-time. She pushed me to do that.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's
for
what's up,
for
That's
years.
hard, bro.
And for years, she would tell me, she's like, look, man, like pre-pandemic, she was telling me, you got to do it. And being able to rely on her as the main income, like that's key. Bro, it made, man.
Any woman that's trying to pick you up and drop you off at work and believe in the dream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely deserve
early
a ring.
too, man. She
Definitely
was
deserve a
like,
ring.
early on that.
Yeah, bro, that's hard, man. I always love hearing them stories.
It's everything, man. It's honestly, like I tell her all the time, man. Like it's as much like she's is responsible for being able to do what I do as I am. Like without her, like I think, and I used to try and do it in my 20s. I would take the bus to work, take the bus home from work, get home like around 7 p.m., 7:30, cook dinner, try and write my little raps, try and do my designs, go to bed at 3, wake up like I can't do that right now. Like I'd be falling asleep on you, bro. Like I'd be zonked out right now.
she giving you energy, boy. That's what's up. I like that, man.
It's key.
You got some youngins? Any kids?
No children.
Gotcha.
By design.
By design. I understand that, man. I don't know if I.
Hey, listen, man. I enjoy kids. I love kids. More power to the people who are
man.
Like brave and courageous and just strong enough to raise children.
Yeah.
I'm selfish.
I understand that, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was in Walmart today and like I walked through that. Like I think I went and got me a little jacket and then I think I got some cleaning spray. But I had walked through the little baby section and just
Bro, I can't think about it.
Yeah, well,
I can't think about it, man.
Shouts out to all them good mothers and fathers out there.
Yes, for sure. You
out here
all are
supplying the world with more people.
You all are the heroes, literally.
And y'all some damn fools too. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Oh man. So how you been liking the mountains instead of the beach?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like the mountains more than the beach?
Yeah, 1,000%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, one of the whole reasons, like, of course, there are other reasons, but a main reason why I wanted to get out of Florida is because it's entirely too hot.
That's what I've been hearing everybody say that about that place, man.
Bro,
I heard that I heard that this week. No, last week is Monday.
Dude, it's wildly. There's no seasons down there. It's year round. You're lucky if you get a day or two of 40 degrees. If you get into 30s, like, people are wilding. Like, entire wardrobes are getting switched up. Like, Burlington Co. Factory stock is up that week.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I didn't even think about it like that.
It's wild.
It's a whole economic thing.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'll tell you, like, so the difference, this is the difference. Everybody got a Target.
Yeah.
When I moved up here, I was like, I'm going to go get some winter stuff. And I went to Target. I don't know why I didn't go to Burlington Co. Factory, honestly. I should have. I think what it was is I wanted to avoid the mall, but I went to Target. I got a winter coat and some winter boots. And then I came to this Target. I'm like, oh, like, damn, like they got snowboarding gear and shit. Like,
it's real.
Like, okay. Yeah.
It's real.
Can I curse on here?
Oh, yeah, man.
Okay, cool.
It's gutter on here.
Okay,
man.
okay, cool.
Cool.
Right.
Gutter.
Yeah. I want to make sure
the fans that watch this, they gonna love you for that. Look at him, all innocent. He don't know.
Yeah.
I keep it professional whenever I have like guests that we come in. But if you watch some episodes where it's just us, me and the guys, that's a different type of episode.
I saw some. Yeah,
that's a different type of
sure,
episode.
Sure.
But when I keep it real button up whenever I got somebody respectable like yourself in here.
Oh,
man.
Dude, I'm a vulgar individual, bro. Both of my parents are vulgar, dog. Like,
I know.
They got
it's
stories.
just always that first 15 of the interview. It'd be real tight. Everybody be like, relax, man. Brewski,
Before
man.
I start dropping all sorts
man.
of all sorts of censoring the words,
Yeah, I was glad to have you on here. I like what I've been trying to do and what we've been trying to do lately is get like as many try to have the next guest like it's different from the last one as possible. Like I've been trying to get a lot more just any type of creative or creator, entrepreneurs, anything like that. Just trying to get like a whole variety of like people from North Carolina to come and just showcase like the talents that we got, especially in Western North Carolina, because I feel like when people think about North Carolina, they think about Raleigh, they think about Charlotte, and then after that, that's it. Like, they don't even think there's nothing else past here. Maybe the beach, Wilmington and stuff, Outer Banks, but they don't care nothing about the Western part. So I was really trying to show all the talent that's going on around here, man. Yeah. You got some dope stuff going on. I knew you was a different dude when you pulled up with the no alcohol beer, bro. I like it. I like it.
Hey, man, listen,
I
try to not drink, but I like the taste of beer, so it's just like one of those things, yeah.
That's the thing. I don't like beer. I drink, though, but I don't like beer. I ain't been able to. I have. It's just, non-alcoholic. I have been messing with that ginger beer, bro. I like the way that tastes.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Man, yeah.
I can knock those back.
That's key. And that's a key. I mean, like, like if you drink liquor or whatever, that's a good mixer, man. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, straight up, yeah.
Nah, I'm doing good by not sipping on nothing in this episode. I usually do. I had my man, he the one that usually bring it though. So I was waiting.
The bottle of tequila?
Yeah, he usually have it on him. My boy Bryson, he usually got it on.
I mean,
you'll meet him too.
Oh, you said you don't like beer.
I'll knock one back with you, cuz. Let me get one, man. We vibing, man. Let me see what you got. So I'll knock one back. What you got right here?
It might be a little room temperature. My bad.
Nah, it's cold enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just an IPA. Tastes like an IPA. Yeah.
Boy Bryson, my homeboy Bryson be sick because anytime we go out, I don't never drink beer. He be mad. Like, even if he got beers, I'm good, bro. So he gonna be mad when he sees this.
Oh, man. Hey, listen, if you
the new dude, but you ain't gonna.
Hey, cheers. If you don't like it, you don't gotta finish it, man.
Oh dang, that is crazy, dude. How do they get it to taste exactly like a beer with no?
So here's the thing, right? So one of the reasons I stopped drinking is because I do like my beer. I like to partake when I party, you know? So like 3 beers turns into 7 beers real quick, and then you're hungover.
The beers can go down fast.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, you know? Then you're hungover, and like, I'm 39, man, so a hangover is like...
You're 39?
Yeah.
I thought black was the only thing that didn't crack. That brown ain't going down, my boy.
Bro.
You over there?
Well, I mean, I'm
good.
black. I'm black, you know? So,
What you got? You got some? What you?
so I'm black and Latin. My mom's black. My dad's from Guatemala.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You gonna be good,
so, you know,
bro.
yeah,
you
yeah,
good.
you know,
You can be
yeah.
straight. You can be looking.
Yeah,
You
and
be
they
looking
both,
39 for the next 20.
Yeah.
Oh man.
They're older folk, you know, but they look good for their age, good enough. The only thing is like, you know, my mom don't watch TV at all. You know, she watched, so she ain't ever gonna see this. But they're both balding, you know, so you know that's the only thing. I definitely picked up that balding gene. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna
Like,
lie,
yeah.
bro. Everybody, all the men in my family got a
Yeah?
mean bald spot.
Yeah.
Mean. I'm telling you, that
All
thing
right.
start right there and it just eat away the back of the whole head. Boy, I'm
Really?
talking about it just spread right. That's why I'm trying
Like
to enjoy
young,
it
like
now.
younger.
I ain't gonna lie. I seen all of theirs start right at about 30. But they also did pretty much all of them wore a lot of hats. I don't
Yeah.
really wear a lot of hats.
See, that's what I do. So I used to have dreads in my like young, like my early to mid 20s. I had dreads. Then you know I cut those off. Always kind of like grew the fro out, whatever. And then until a couple of years ago, man, I noticed I started getting the like Stephen A. like, you know, push back on the sides and whatnot, man. Just doing like the sharp curve, danger, slow down curve.
Oh man, danger, slow down.
Yeah, man.
It's coming.
And
It's
then-
coming up.
Dude, yo, bro. And I pushed it back one too many times, man. It was just like it can't return. So I was like, all right. I was just shit. I don't care. I was like, you know.
Oh man, I know it's coming. Like I know it's coming. I've seen my granddad's on boat. Well, my granddad, I ain't gonna lie, he had braids for a while, like in his 50s.
Okay.
So maybe.
Yeah.
But
you never know, man. You never know.
I don't know. That's why I'm just enjoying it now.
Yeah. No,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Rock it.
Yeah.
You do it well.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
just
yeah.
hold on tight.
Yeah.
Hold on tight and just hope that they stay. If not, I'm gonna cut them at a certain age. That way I can put them back on or something.
There you go.
Keep 'em all.
Yeah. Just don't wear hats. That's what
Just
I think.
don't wear
Yeah,
hats.
because I'm always with a hat on. Like,
Gotcha.
like very rarely do I not have a hat on, man.
My pops was bad for it. He came up in that to 2000s era, so he used to rock
Okay.
the do rag and the hat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Suffocated his joint.
Dang, the accessories. Yeah, bro. It's funny, man. Like, are you a sports fan? You a basketball fan?
Yeah, I like the Clippers.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
Who's your
Dope.
team?
Heat.
Okay, not
From
bad.
South Florida.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Not bad.
Yeah.
Y'all almost had that boy Damian Lillard. Almost.
Man,
Just
hey,
like
listen.
he's right there.
I know.
He was
And
right
you know
there.
what's what? So I'm like he's outside of Bam and Jimmy. He's my favorite player. And like when
Yeah.
Wade retired and we didn't really have like that player for a little bit, like Damian Lillard was my favorite player. Like watching Portland games is the reason why I got the NBA package so I could watch
Oh,
Heat
wow.
and
Yeah.
Portland. But yeah, man, I was super excited when he was like Miami and only Miami. And hey, man, whatever. I'm
then
excited
it
for the
didn't.
season though.
Yeah, I mean, y'all was right there. Y'all about won it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun season. I'm
Definitely will. I
very
hope it is for us, man. I don't know, bro. I just Clippers, bro. It's always a good team on paper. Like I started liking them right. Like I remember it was when Blake Griffin jumped over that car.
Okay.
Over the kid.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, yeah, this is my team. I'm rocking with them. And they was like super good. Then they get to the playoffs, never make it past the second round. And then it fizzled out or whatever. And then when we got Kawhi and all them, I was like, oh yeah, it's over. We going to the ship for sure. Can't stay healthy.
Yeah. So what sucks about that era, about the like Chris Paul, Griffin,
Lob City.
yo, is that just Golden State came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere,
Dude,
bro.
They just came up quick.
Yeah.
Bro.
They did seem like they was gonna be like the next team on the West that they was building. And, then
And
they
that
just-
was fast. That was
Yeah.
fast, man.
That's crazy you said that. I've always like had this not theory, just this in my head. Like Chris Paul kind of was gonna be the next, guard, like face of the NBA guard, and that boy, Steph just came out of nowhere, pulling up from half court.
Dude, it was
Crushing dreams.
crazy. It was crazy to see. And just remembering those first like couple of Steph years when his ankles were messing up, like
Yeah.
people were like, "Oh, who knows?" Like,
Because I swear I didn't. I swear I didn't hear Stephen Curry's name. Not even trying to diss him. I don't think but I'm not a big basketball fan. I guess you would say I'm a casual.
Yeah.
But I swear I didn't hear Steph Curry's name till about 2014, 15. But he came in the league in like,
nah, he was. When did he get drafted?
was like
Probably
10, 11.
Probably 2012. I'm trying to think of it during Big Three era. So maybe like
That's all it is. That's all it is. It's just that his name, I've probably been heard the name. It just gets overshadowed whenever it's like a dynasty going, and I forgot
because how long were we in?
the Heat was
2000?
going crazy around that time.
I mean, I'm gonna stop trying to guess when Stephen Curry was, because I might say he's been in the league for 20 years or
They
8
gonna
years.
get us,
I don't know.
they kill you in the comments about stuff like that. But they don't play about sports in the
Oh my
comments.
god, dude, dog.
You ever got bullied into deleting the sports comment? I did, bro. They got on my head. It was one of them.
Wait, hold on. What was the take?
It was one of them like drop your top 5 point guards or something like that.
Yeah.
Man, they fried me. Bro, I'm talking about like I don't even really be on it like that, and I've never even had like a comment. You know, it didn't go viral, but I've never had nobody like reply, like get multiple replies to my comments on Instagram. Like I might comment something, 3, 4 likes. 5 likes. This joint had like 28, 30 replies. They was killing me. I was
really?
like, oh my God.
So who was your top 5 though?
I'm not about to say it now. They was on my head. No, I was just playing. They was.
I mean, listen.
I did say something stupid in it though, but I guess I was trolling. But I said Magic Johnson. Dang, I can't even remember. They bullied me so bad. It was Magic Johnson. I think where they got the controversial take, I was being funny. I was like, Magic. I can't remember all of them, but I know I was like, Allen Iverson. Face it, he was a point guard, not a shooting guard. I think it was something like that.
That's not a bad take.
Got on my head about it though. They wasn't playing. They was going in.
He's like, all right, that's okay. The debate is all right. Sorry, sideways sports conversation, if we may. All right, real quick. All right. So the debate is who's a true point guard, right? Is Steph Curry a true point guard, or is he a point guard by position? Yeah. Like, just because of size. Like, if Eric Snow wasn't on the 76ers and Iverson wasn't so good at just putting 30 on your head, like, he would have been a point guard. Like,
right.
You know, like, I don't know. Like, I don't think that's a bad take necessarily. Yeah.
What else? It had to been something. I know I said something else, though. It was like...
You must have been like...
It was Magic. I put Allen in there. And I said, I think I even put Dwayne Wade in there.
I mean, he's not shooting. He's not a point guard.
No. I said Allen Iverson, Magic Johnson. I can't think of the point. I'm blanking. Who's my next guy? I put CP3 in there, and then I put I'm blanking on it. Did I put Steph? I don't think I put Steph in there. I think that might have been it.
I mean, so far it's not a bad list.
It was all decent point guards. I didn't understand why I got cooked so bad, but that's what made me realize, like, if you're what they call a casual, leave them comments alone, bro. You don't want none of them problems with them folks, bro. They take it seriously.
Basketball fans can be they're like a special kind of like lunatic, I think. Like, you get football fans and like you could see their like ridiculousness, right? Like, you go to a Bills game, they're jumping off like the trucks onto the tables.
Right.
I'm a more so a casual football fan now. I used to be a big Eagles fan. Like, you know, when they won the Super Bowl, they went out and greased all the light poles in Philly. And then they were like, oh, this isn't enough grease. They went out and did it a second time.
Sheesh.
Because they were like, they're going to go crazy if they win. And it wasn't enough. They still went crazy.
They grease them so people will like fall off and not jump on them?
So they can't climb them.
Oh,
so if they
wow.
tried to,
That's crazy.
Dude, they went out and did it like they were prepared.
That
bro.
is crazy that they got.
So you can see the maniacal nature of like football fans. Like, I feel like basketball.
Like one of them in football? Was either one of them your teams in football?
Who?
Philly or who's your football team?
So first I started off as an Eagles fan.
Got you.
And then like once I started getting into football, more like a Dolphins fan.
Okay,
and
man.
I still like, if I root, I'll root for them both, but I don't really watch it.
I feel I get that. Like, I'm a Falcons fan, but it's like if the Panthers is playing, that's home team. You know, that's Carolina.
Yeah.
I'm a rock for them.
Yeah.
Miami doing their thing though. Miami doing all right.
Hey, listen, man. Hopefully they win. One of my homies is a really huge Dolphins fan. I don't know what he will do if they win. I might have to send money to bail him out or something. Like, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
Man,
he goes crazy.
Sports fans is crazy, bro. But
Yeah.
what's something I wanted to talk to you about your like creative process, whether it comes to writing, photography, or graphic design. What puts you in that mode to just create something?
Yeah, I mean, I'll try and be, I guess, try and be as concise or whatever. But like, when you're doing this for a living, and there's a great quote that I might butcher. It's been said by a lot of people. I think it's credited to Charles Schultz, but it's, what is it? And this isn't to be disrespectful to people, right? So it's amateurs wait for inspiration, professionals get up and get the work done. It's that's kind of like not verbatim, but
I like
also,
that.
yeah. So like doing this in a career, like you kind of just gotta like boom, get it done. But more so for to hone in specifically, like for design work, it really depends. If it's client work, there's always a meeting. Like I'm gonna meet with you. We're gonna talk about your needs, what you're trying to accomplish. There's a research process that goes into that for me, and then I just sort of ideate, sit down, craft some things, write some things out.
Nice.
Sometimes I get into the a lot of times it's like doodling to just start, but also like just sort of like jumping directly in. For the personal stuff, it's the same thing as writing. Like I think about something in my head, I kind of try to visualize a rough like layout, and then I jump into it. And then the photography is kind of like, the photography is a little easier, right? Because like for me doing landscape, mostly what I am known for is landscape photography, and then I do event work for clients and some portrait work, right? Like I can pose you, I can control the lighting for portrait work, et cetera, et cetera. When I'm out doing landscape photography, like I can prepare as much as I can prepare.
Yeah.
The weather, all
It's up
that.
to the
Yeah, I can't pose nature. You know what I'm saying? Like so.
Is that kind of like part of it? Like is that a part that you like about it, that you hate about it? Like that it's natural, you got to catch it when you catch it.
Yeah.
Like sun goes down, the sun goes down, or do you kind of dislike that part of it?
No, I love all of that.
Gotcha.
Like I'm big on planning. I'm big on preparation. Like just kind of naturally with everything. So yeah, I mean, I look at the weather. I know how to read the weather. Like I know.
So it goes as deep as that, like making sure, like
Yeah.
I mean, obviously rain, but like like all right, it's not gonna have the sun's gonna start going down right here.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow.
Yeah,
I
and
didn't
like
think it went
you
that
can see
deep.
tell the direction of where the sun's going down, like just based on where you're going or where you're hiking. Just knowing like, all right, cool. This is gonna take, I don't know, it's 3 miles to get to where I want to get to, so I need to get here at this time. So all that stuff, you plan for it or whatnot. But sometimes, especially when you get higher into the mountains, like weather changes like super quick, instantaneously. So you gotta deal with that sometimes, and weather reports are wrong from time to time, but like, yeah, I love it. I love just being able to sort of prepare. It becomes a game a little bit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't get it that first time, like the spot's hopefully gonna still be there. Storms come through and wash things out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like, you go back, you try again.
Yeah, man, that's what's up. I can tell you about your business though. My boy made me send him the Google Calendar invite. I was like, oh yeah, he really about his business. He really about his business. I think that's the first one.
Oh, really?
We've been doing this podcast.
Oh, man.
It's gonna be coming up on a year soon. As the first one. Just been hitting everybody like, y'all trying you pull up? Yeah, I got you.
You know what it is?
He was about his business, professional with it. I like that. It made me get on my business. What's crazy is though, right after that, somebody else made me do it. Like, right? But you was the
word.
first one. But like
Okay.
a week after we was scheduling one with somebody, they told me to send him like a Google Calendar thing. I was like, hey, man, you started the trend. I like
Hey,
we getting
listen, man.
professional over here.
It'll organize you, man.
Yeah.
Little reminders that get sent out. You can set
Yeah.
your reminders as many times
That's
as you
the
want.
worst.
Yeah.
You
So
ain't got-
like I'm forgetful, man. Like
Boy.
I'm a little bit. I can be scatterbrained, which
Yeah.
is why like I gravitate towards organization and just planning a lot.
Right.
yeah, if I don't have something like written down, like I'm liable to forget it really easily.
Really like real pen and paper with stuff.
Really?
Just the memory thing. Like, they say if you write
Yeah,
stuff down,
yeah.
you remember better. Like, even if I'm typing something, I write it out first.
Yeah.
Just because plus, like, I always, especially with writing, I've learned, like, I write better because I can think and, like, think, like, whatever I'm thinking in my head, I can write it. But when it comes to typing, it's like I got to take a second.
I feel that. I feel
I be
that,
on
yeah.
pen and paper heavy, boy. I be having stuff written down like 3 and 4 different times because I done already wrote it down, but I'll set that somewhere and then have to write it down over here. But
Nice. I'm a big sticky note guy.
I got to get the sticky notes.
I
That'll
got
probably
sticky
help me
notes
out.
all over my computer monitors and whatnot.
That'll help me out, man. What's some goals you got for the show and tell creative, man, for like the next 5 years, I guess?
Ooh, the next 5 years.
Yeah. Manifest it right here on the podcast. Say it out loud. So it
Yeah.
can come to fruition.
So there's it's funny, right? Because it sort of morphs into some different things, and I kind of set it up to be that way, which is why I offer the things I offer, right? Like, I don't want to be honed down, but there's some personal projects that I want to do that are more long form. Definitely want to get more into the realm of doing, I guess lifestyle work. So
Nice.
so definitely working more in outdoor spaces. Like, I've been getting that work a little more consistently now this year, especially during the summer.
That's what's up.
Yeah, step away from so many client jobs and try to just work towards more higher paying client jobs that might require more focus, but that's the thing that I'm doing for the month.
Nice.
Things like that. So it
you
can
got
fit into something.
any what is it, like client aspirations? Like, got any big name clients you might want to work with one day? Just like a dream.
There are people that I'm hollering at for sure.
Nice.
Just like some larger publications and whatnot that
Yeah.
that I reach out to from time to time, and I could see it. I could see it happening realistically. Especially if like things continue to trend, like probably next year, if not next year, like
Yeah, man. Put
the
it in
the
there.
following.
Put it in there next year,
but
next
yeah.
month. Put it in there.
Hey,
man.
listen, man. What's crazy is that like typically winter is a slow time, right?
Yeah.
Like, man, I don't know. I might be booked like
Booming.
through. I don't know. I don't want to knock on wood, knock on my head.
Yeah,
but
man.
yeah, man, I might be booked through like February.
Ricardo booming, man. Y'all heard
Yeah, listen, hey, trying to, man.
Yeah,
it's tough
bro.
out there.
it? Yeah, it does. It is. I've been learning about this like freelance stuff.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah, man. It's real dependent on the economy, right? Like a lot of people in my industry, and me included, man. Like, we serve like companies, right? So
Yeah.
we're almost service industry adjacent. And if the money ain't coming in, say because of COVID, say because of a recession, like, then we're gonna be some of the first ones that are hurting as well.
Right.
So it can come and go like super quick. We're at the mercy of the economy. So yeah, man, hey,
Man, give me one of your
get in while it's good. You know what I'm saying?
real quick, man. Give me one of your. Give me one of your funniest stories that you got as like an entrepreneur, whether it was from the writing or the photography or graphic design.
Okay, so all right. I'll go a little further back in my career, and I'll tell you a funny story that.
All right, sound like a good one.
I got two for you. All right, so we're like early in my career, at my first job, it was PK Graphics, in South Florida. We used to be open on Saturdays just for people to come and pick up their jobs. Right, we were a 24-hour like turnaround print service.
Oh yeah.
So we did a lot of club flyers, all that stuff. There's just a lot of knuckleheads and just a lot of hood shit in that industry. I remember, dude, I was at work, and so this is, and mind you,
Oh damn rap scallions.
I was a completely different person back then.
Mm-hmm.
I was definitely like quick tempered and
Of course, bro. You grew up in the hood. You gotta be
so
quick.
yeah, exactly, yeah. I grew up in the
Can't be
hood being like,
docile.
I'm 5'6". Growing up, I was a like small kid, so I was kind of crazy.
You gotta pop off.
Yeah. Someone's job wasn't ready on a Saturday, and they threatened to come shoot me in the face
Bro, about to flyer?
on some flyers. Yo, they were furious. And like, I was laughing on the phone. I was kind of like, all right, man, like, whatever. I just called the homies. I was like, hey, like, pull up. Like, I don't know if this dude's going to do this, whatever. He never showed up. More recently, this is a funny story.
Florida shell.
That was some Florida shit. That was some like real Florida, like coked up club owner, promoter
tweaking.
shit. Yeah, yeah. He was like, if I don't get my flyers, my event's gonna be ruined. Like, it's like, all right, bro, like, relax, dog.
Going spinning about flyers.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was
Crashing out
funny.
over flyers is crazy.
Yeah. Like, all right, dog. Yeah, sure you
What was
are.
the next one?
When was this? This was maybe during the pandemic. I'm cool with a bunch of photographers and creators and models in like the Spartanburg, Greenville area. Shout out to the homies out there. Shout out to Adam Black. Shout out to Shamir. Shout out to Vintage Cameras. You know, shout out to all the homies out there and whatnot. But I get a call one day. Someone's asking me, you know, what kind of portrait work I do. I'm like, you know, it's weird. And he's like, you know, I need someone to take pictures of my feet. And I'm like, what? And I don't hear it right. I'm like, huh? What? Like, take pictures of my feet. And I'm like, all right, you know, this is weird. And like, I don't want to be dismissive of a person, right?
Right.
Like, I'm running a business.
Yeah.
Like, you could easily go find me on Google and leave like a negative review or whatever if you wanted to be that person, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know, let me get back to you. And I notice it's in 864, I think is the area code down there. I noticed whatever area code, I notice is that area code. So I'm like, this is weird. Why is this person with a South Carolina area code hitting me up in Asheville to do this? So I reach out to the homies. I'm like, hey, have any of y'all like ever got this call about someone wanting some feet? Yo, this man ran through all the photographers in that area. They were like, yo, like they were bugging. They're like, yo, he reached out to you? I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, yo, he calls everyone and like asks him to do it, and he's weird and no one wants to do it, and that's weird and onto itself. Like the way like he wants to do some like secret foot fetish shit. He calls me back, and the second, like maybe like 5 days later or whatever, he's whispering on the phone like he's trying to hide it from someone. And I'm like, yo, man, like I don't do business over the phone. Email me. And he doesn't want to email me. So I think he was
no paper trail.
I think he was hiding it from his like wife or something, bro. And I think he had like a OnlyFans, dog. He wanted to go out in the woods and shoot his feet. Which again, man, like I'm not
sneaking pics of his feet.
Yeah, and honestly, like whatever, man. I don't do
Yeah, do
boudoir.
your thing.
Yeah, I don't do boudoir photography to begin with. I do portrait work, but that's kind of more so like boudoir photography. Like I don't do that. Also, like I was like, you're clearly whispering. You're clearly walking outside. I can hear the
creepy, bro.
Yeah, I could hear the door creaking and closing. I could hear outside sounds now happening. Like, yo, dog, like, who are you hiding this from, bro? Like, what is happening right now?
He was hiding it from his family, from just trying to hide the shame.
Trying to pay his own ransom to get out of his situation or something.
It's
dog.
only a shameful thing if you like worried about getting caught. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boys out there sneaking out to
That was the funny. But like when the homies were like, yo, watch
And
out.
look, he trying to look. This how greasy he is. He trying to use somebody out of town. He can you on shit where you eat.
It was so wild, man.
He got to call somebody from out of town. He ain't trying to use nobody local. Might run into you at the store or
and
something.
I don't
You
know
might
what
see him at the
people-
beach. Like them feet look familiar.
Listen, man, whatever people want to be into, man, but like, I don't know what you're doing with that. I don't know what, you could be doing some of the wildest, most evil shit with that, and it's not outside of the realm of possibility.
Too creepy. That's all. He's whispering.
Yeah. It was weird.
He didn't
Those are
want
two
to send
funny.
no
Those are two
email
funny
neither.
stories.
That's
yeah.
funny. He didn't want to send that email. He couldn't have no paper trail.
Yeah. Those are
like-
two. Yeah. It's like, all right.
Actually, I ain't even comfortable talking over the phone. I'm gonna send you a smoke signal.
I'll send you one from the woods. I want you to meet me at.
Oh man. Nah, bro. I appreciate you coming through and chopping it up with us, man. Let everybody know where to find all your dope artwork, your writing. Let everybody know where to find that at.
So everything is housed on my website, showandtellcreative.com. That's tell spelled Tale, like a story. Everything else spelled out. Could hit me up on Instagram, same thing, Show and Tell Creative. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Very rarely I'm on Facebook. I'm not on Twitter. yeah, reach out, check out the work, drop me a line. Let's chop it up. If you need
Book
something,
your
holler.
shoot.
Yeah, book your shoot, get you some design work. Yeah.
Boy, Cole Ricardo Tejeda, man. Appreciate you coming
Thank you.
through, blessing us with it. Don't let it be last time. You can always come through again, bro. We gotta have you
this
on
was
again.
fun. Thank you.
For
Yeah, it was good to
Let
chop
you
it
meet
up.
the rest of the gang too, man. You know, they'll rock with you.
Yeah,
You got
yeah,
good vibes, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we out. Bum, 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 bum.